I now realize that my voice is also a little fucked up. Well, my throat. So this should be fun. The voices today should be perfect by everybody, right?
Yeah.
Aha! About to hit something in the dick. Let's go.
Hopefully it's a shambling mound. Save
Hopefully.
Yo, a lot of shit has happened.
You know, it's crazy. We were just talking about this. Drell could die right now, and I have no backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I got you.
I have my backup plan, actually.
You have a backup plan. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I might just need to borrow one of those character sheets for a few episodes.
I mean, listen, we have the role recorded that he made last session. Okay, I wrote it down.
We do.
I wrote it down. All right.
Wait, what was it?
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out.
No, but did I remember and I just didn't know?
I remember.
Did we actually tell each other? I don't remember.
Yeah, we saw.
We saw the
Did we?
role.
No, we saw on cam, remember? Because we made him
We
roll
just
it on
didn't
cam.
say it
Yeah.
in last week's episode. Okay. All right, we're just going to kick it off right here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 17 of DND404 podcast. It's your DM, Tony. And with me, I have our three lovely first-time heroes. Guys, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, starting with Jared.
Hi, I'm Armos, Warlock. Good to see you guys again.
And he's a little sick.
Oh, yeah.
He's a little sick. Yeah, almost. Jared playing Armos. A little sick today. Little voices down in the dumps, so apologize for that in advance.
And I'm Dan. I'm not sick, and I'm playing Minas Pebblewalker, Swarmkeeper Ranger of the Ivory Boulders.
And I am Alec. I play Drell of the Ashbourne, a fighter Goliath.
And you might have noticed something about Drell's voice right now.
Oh, yeah. New microphone.
New microphone, boy.
Yeah.
He look at he's crisp, he's clean. Yo, give us a couple of lines right there, real quick. Give us a couple of bars.
Nice.
You want to beat?
I mean, you know, it's whatever. Yeah.
Sick.
Yo, where are the bars?
Well, it was so good. I was just listening to it instead.
I figured
Yeah.
we're going to have to also shout out, because I know he's begging for it. Dan's got his cloud booster hooked up.
Oh, fuck. I wasn't even thinking about that.
If anybody knows what that word means, decibels. Yeah, he's got decimals on decibels. And
I can stand like a foot and a half, 2 feet away from my mic, and it sounds just as
he's
good.
across the room right now. Look how clear he is.
And now I'm outside.
He's outside of his actual house. We're in the second floor, by the way.
Now I'm in space. I'm floating in space.
So, just a little shout out. Everyone got better audio equipment. So, listen, the episodes move forward are going to be great. The bard work is going to be a little bit easier. And, you know, things are starting to ramp up story-wise as well. Guys, before we get into the recap, we got to do a rundown. Yo, it's been a solid month since we played last, and I've been jonesing to play, bro. I've been itching. I am so excited to play today. Whew, it's the first time in like a month. The last time we played was on December 4th. How you guys feeling? You guys ready? We left in a very precarious situation when we last left our heroes. How you guys feeling right now?
I am not feeling good. Drell might die.
Drell might die. Yeah, Drell, how you feeling? Listen, we'll get to the recap and how he got up with that situation, but Drell's in the middle of a shambling mountain right now. Drell, what's your game plan?
You know, I've never regretted any decision I've made on Drill yet, so I'm not gonna freak out. You know, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he lives, and if he doesn't, I might just crawl under my desk real quick and cry. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Listen, hashtag no backup characters. Am I right?
No.
Hashtag no
That's
backup.
you know, you gotta just have no safety net. You just gotta go for it.
You gotta take the leap, man.
Yep.
So it really gives you the adrenaline rush.
Yeah, so everything's all on the line, all on black. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into the recap. In our last session of D&D404, our heroes managed to defeat a displacer beast that had been tracking them through the forest. They aren't sure why a beast of the Fae would be here, but they do know they hunt with a purpose. After Armos blasts the key to the bits, they continue on. They find a tribe of Coatoas along the way, but these are the nice ones. In fact, these are the Glubagills. They inform the gang about their problems and how the Marrow are killing the forest. The Glubagills agree to help the heroes, but not before lightning strikes a nearby lake, waking a slumbering, shambling mound sleeping at the bottom of it. The shambling mound bursts from the water and swallows several Coatoas and absorbs them into its mossy body. The group grabs Gibbles, a young shaman in training, and begin to hightail it, but Drell trips up and gets swallowed by the shambling mound. Bard, play that intro and let's get on with the show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the world of Humbrea, featuring 3 first-time adventurers and 1 very patient DM. This is DND404. Oh man, so we are ready. We are in the midst of combat. Okay, I still have our last initiative order. It actually starts on the monster's turn, then it goes to Drell, to Armos, to Minas. Actually, it goes Kara, Shambling Mound, to Drell, to Armos, to Minas. So just to recap a little of that fight, it was the Shambling Mound's turn, and his action was him engulfing Drell. So as you guys just saw all these Koatoas getting eaten by this thing, but you guys don't know what happens inside of it, like how it's getting eaten, because it looks like a giant ball of foliage pretty much that just extends its arms and legs and stuff like that. It doesn't have like a definite shape. So Drell got dragged in. So he made a saving throw, a Constitution saving throw. And he rolled last time an 18, which is actually a passing score. So bad stuff isn't going to happen just yet. But what will happen is, let me just bring up this monster sheet real quick. Hold on. Drell, you are engulfed. You passed the DC saving throw, which means you are not taking any damage at the moment. But what you're feeling around you is that you are feeling branches and twigs, all type of foliage, grasp your body, trying to its hardest to restrain you. With the 18, you're like giving it a good fight. You have 18 strength. You're a big boy. So this thing internally is having a hard time grasping your body. But you tell that when you try to move and try to get some air for yourself, that it's trying to suffocate you from inside. It's trying to pierce your armor, and it's trying to impale you to try to do whatever it needs to do to pretty much eat you.
Okay.
So although you're safe for this turn, you're in a bad situation, because very quickly you're not going to be able to move if this continues. The turn now passes to you. You can't really do much at this moment, but I want to know what's going through your head real quick before the next step happens.
My first thought is, well, I got to get the fuck out of here. But then Drell kind of thinks, and he can I see anything else inside the monster? Or is it just like all branches and shit? It's like
it feels like you're inside of a giant bush, essentially, and all the branches are kind of moving around you. You are moving around within it as it's making its movement towards the other heroes. This thing kind of eats and moves as it goes. It doesn't just focus on one thing. So as it's moving, you're kind of being tossed around within its body, but this is a very big creature, so there's a lot of space for you to move here. But as you're moving, you're actually bumping into things that aren't just foliage. You're actually bumping into like Koatoas that have been eaten up before, and you look over and you see one kind of past your view inside this giant bush, and it is completely drained down, like its skin is down to its bones, completely drained of whatever's inside of it. So you know that's probably going to happen to you in the next few minutes. You got your axe in one hand that you refuse to let go, but I need you to make me a perception check with a DC 10.
It's an 11. Just made it.
As the branches start to cover your eyesight, you feel something brush across your open hand, and you feel a hilt of another weapon inside.
I go for it. I try to grab it.
When you grab the hilt of this weapon, it feels very heavy. It itself is restrained with inside the creature. As you go to move it, you definitely feel something shifting on the outside. We're going to end your turn there, and we're going to pass it to Armos. It is now your turn. You guys are running along, but I'm assuming you slowed down a little bit. You and Minute slowed down a little bit to see that Drell just got sucked up by this giant monster.
Drell, no!
Is Drell fully engulfed, or can we see part of him sticking out? Or
You can't see him.
can't see him?
You can't see him. No.
I knew where he was, right? He stepped on him, so I have like an idea where he was.
To give you an idea, this thing is almost 20 feet tall and just as wide. This thing is very lumbering. It's been alive for a long time.
At this point, I think we should just try and fight it to get Drell out.
But can we? Like, if it just
It's a
gobbled him
monster,
up,
right?
I don't know.
Let's fuck it up.
You guys think you dealt some damage.
Yeah, we've done some damage already.
Did we? I can't remember. Like, I'm having a hard time.
You added that damage on this session, right, Dean?
Of course. So in last episode, you guys whacked up around 22 points of damage.
I guess I'll hit it with my blast.
Yeah, right now just trying to attack it.
So if you think you have a plan that caveats Minis's plan. You can take a wait action and go last.
Oh,
So
hopefully my thing works. But you could prepare an attack and then choose how you want to attack after I do my thing.
Minis, you won't be able to talk to this thing. Okay,
That's true.
it's already you won't. This isn't the
That's
snake.
not
You're
what I'm doing.
If you were a druid, you could talk to plants. But anyway, moving on.
I'm a Swarmkeeper Ranger, so I can also talk to plants. So maybe not yet, but eventually.
True.
All right, do what you want to do.
okay.
Clock is ticking almost.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll use my blast and hopefully see what happens.
I think prep an attack because you can choose to attack him or something else after I do what I do.
Okay. I'll do that then.
And you just get to attack regardless. So.
Okay.
All right, I have an idea. On me, okay? And I'm gonna. So on my turn, Minis is gonna cast. Not that. He's going to cast Fairy Fire. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast. So each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. My choice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light. If it fails a dexterity saving throw for the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light for a 10-foot radius, and attack rolls also have advantage on the creature. So right now, Drell and the creature have to make a dexterity saving throw. Drell, fail that dexterity saving throw for us, please.
Ooh, the Shambling Mound rolled a nat 1. This thing is glowing.
Yes!
Everything inside of it.
Predator vision.
Everything inside of it.
And we can see Drell now. So now that's my turn, and it goes to Kara's turn, right?
Armos took a wait action. Yeah, so now it's Armos' turn. Armos, finish your turn, please.
I liked what you did there, buddy.
Get him! Get this son of a
Yeah,
bitch!
I guess I'll just roll to hit the thing.
The Shambling Mound moans in brilliant, vibrant colors.
I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Roll again.
Oh, because
Yeah, Fairy Fire, man.
20.
Yes! Nat 20! Fairy Fire, let's go.
Nice.
That's great. All right. What'd you use? Eldritch Blast?
Yeah. Oh, you want me? You need me to...
I'm so pumped.
Hold on.
Whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do.
Double those damage dies.
I gotta go get another one. Hang on.
This kid only has one set of dice on hand when he plays D&D. What fucking
No, he got
bro,
another one. He just-
17 episodes and he only has one pair of dice ready? What the fuck?
My first time, Chris.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Hell, it's not.
Do you not see how many
We
die I have around my pit right
I
here?
got
Like,
more.
bro, like just in
I got
case.
more.
This dude has to get up to get that. What the fuck? Down his intro.
How much damage does Eldritch Blast do?
Takes 1 to 10.
1d10?
1d10.
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
First time.
We're first time players. Give us a break.
You guys realize we're coming up on a year of playing this, right?
Well,
This is the
Yeah,
only
we're-
spell he casts.
We're a year coming up on a year, guys.
Screw you guys.
plus your charisma.
Yeah.
15.
There you go.
Does the monster get pushed?
15.
Does it push?
Yes.
Does it push large creatures?
Yeah, it says when Eldritch Blast, when you hit a creature, you push that creature 10 feet away from you in a straight line.
Yeah. All right. It gets pushed back 10 feet.
Let's see that on D20. Was it? Yeah.
Did Drell stay there?
Yes. No.
Yeah, he's in the
he's
mound.
still
Damn it.
very much inside of the Shambling Mound. This thing has got a vice grip on him. Whoops. In a brilliant, vibrant rainbow of pain, this thing gets pushed back 10 feet as Armos's Eldritch Blast hits him right in his dumb foliage chest. So in the middle of his chest, somewhere like kind of off to the side, you see a large Goliath outlined in brilliant rainbow.
Drow!
Hey!
So now from the outside perspective,
You guys gotta get me the fuck out of here.
We're coming, buddy.
so his outline is brilliant rainbow, as the spell describes. In one hand, he's holding an axe.
No, it's an awesome red.
An
my
awesome
choice.
red. Okay. And an
Because it
awesome
reads
red
my
outline.
choice, so I'm just going to use that against you.
In an awesome red outline. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see that crayon in a crayon box. Awesome red outline. You see him.
What am I gonna do?
You see him holding his axe.
Where am I?
And in his opposite hand, you see what looks like a giant butcher cleaver.
Okay.
It is now going to go to Kara's turn. Kara turns around. She stops running along, sees that you guys have stopped to fight this thing. She's going to go ahead and knock an arrow and go to attack this guy.
With advantage.
With advantage, she got 17. She got a 14 on a 17. Ooh, interesting.
So that's what, like a 20 for her?
Yeah, okay. She does 7 points of damage as an arrow comes flying past you guys right into the shambling mound. It's going to go to the shambling mound's turn. It is going to go ahead and use its move to start to try to fight and eat Drell again. The shambling mound advances 20 feet in your direction, recovering the distance that Armos just put behind him. He's going to engulf on Drell again. Drell, give me another Constitution check.
It's a 10.
That is a failure. So, do you have any pluses to Constitution? Do you have anything that'd be a +4?
No, I have a +2.
You can use any superiority dice to increase that.
I want to hold on to him. I already used my stone's endurance, bro.
I'm just trying to help you out. This might hurt. This might sting a little bit.
Don't worry, we'll get you out next turn.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely get you out.
You're
next
fine.
time.
We're getting you out, Drell. Just stay tight.
That's pretty much all I got, dude.
The branches and sticks and foliage start to wrap around you tighter as you start to feel some of the branches break through the kinks of your armor and the little joint pockets and start to pierce your skin as you take 8 points of damage as what branches have penetrated you have pierced your skin. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Didn't I mean to make it like that.
That was a little Monka.
Yeah, you want to say that over again real quick?
You take 8 points of damage as the branches pierce your skin
There we go.
and start to suck the life force out of you.
Another weird use of words, but okay.
Yeah, sorry. It is going to go to your turn, Drell. Drell, I want you to make me a couple of checks here.
All right.
You're going to give me, if you pass this will go on to the next check. You're going to give me a strength check.
Do that. Or can I? That's a 14.
You needed to beat a 15 on this. So
But I'm going to use the superiority.
Hey,
Because I learned last time. And that's 18.
Gonna work no matter
18?
what.
Yeah, because I got a +4.
I'm rooting for you. So now with a passing strength check here, the object that you grabbed inside of the shambling mound, you know this is movable. This is not a part of him. And you realize that when you moved this thing you grabbed, it shifted the whole shambling mound in another direction, as if this thing kind of controlled him for a second or caused him to move.
And I know it can, like, I guess, steer him.
Do an investigation check real quick.
I mean, what about, like, an insight, you know?
It's not a person.
Well,
Hey.
it's a 13.
13. You know that you're grabbing a hilt. You recognize the material, that it's leather and it's bounded together. You could probably guess that this is like maybe like it could be a weapon, it could be a handle to something.
Can I just try to swing it?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me an attack with advantage, please.
Yeah, it's fairy fire. Okay.
Trying to move it to a 20, this motherfucker.
No.
No, I was trying to read it because it's a new die. I couldn't tell if it was a 19 or 16, or so it was a 19.
So your high roll is a 19?
Yeah. So technically, it's like a 25.
You got 25.
Holy.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, you're gonna go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 1
Right.
on this attack roll.
That's 7.
7 total plus your modifiers.
Strength?
11.
You swing this thing, and as you swing it, it starts to cut through all the branches and foliage that it was wrapped around. You start hearing the shambling mound groan in pain as it jerks to the left again like it did before. The attack also breaks away a lot of your restraints, that whatever was kind of holding you gets disrupted a little bit. You're still inside of it, but you've now cleared a bit of foliage inside of the shambling mound that you're no longer being restrained, but you're still inside of it. So you could probably now move to kind of swing and flail to try to fight your way out of this thing. So next turn will be that movement.
Okay.
But he probably will try to engulf you again. So if you pass that, next turn you could probably break free with another attack. You will look over. You can't get the full shape of what you're holding, but you can tell that this thing is a giant ass sword.
Can I use a bonus action to second wind and regain some health points?
Yeah, absolutely.
That is nice, dude. That's 13 points of HP back.
Oh yeah. It is gonna go to Almos's turn. Almos, from the outside, you see this thing take a massive step to the left. This thing looks pretty hurt from whatever happened inside of it.
And we saw him do that in like glow form.
You did, yeah. So you saw Drell swing this giant sword-looking object inside of the clear way, and he just stumbles to the left about 10 feet, groaning in pain. He is now off balance a little bit, so he doesn't move on his next turn. Well, he might move, but he stopped moving for the moment, okay? As he's trying to regain his composure with this. What are you trying to do?
So seeing Drell struggling in the little abomination that we have in front of us, I want to get him out, and I get him out the only way I know how, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Drell.
I'm sorry. What?
Excuse me, you're gonna do what?
Look, it's Drell. I can see him.
I need you to articulate that for me again.
I'm climbing my way out of this, and you're gonna hit me so I go deeper into the monster.
No, because he gets hit 10 feet
Yeah,
out.
I will hit you out. You'll be out of it.
Because of
Will
his,
10, are you
thing.
sure? Will 10 feet even clear me of the monster?
Let me just see if I can perceive this in my head.
You're
You see, wait, no, I got this. Hold on. You see Drell inside swinging this giant sword thing. It's reacting to it, so it stumbles to the left. So whatever he's doing inside of it may have been working. So rather than attacking the beast, you're gonna attack Drell. So, and you hope that it hits Drell, so it pushes him out.
Of the monster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it pushed him 10 feet out.
From our perspective, it looks like he's struggling, gasping for air. That's the last thing we saw. Our good buddies in there, and we want to get him out.
Why don't you hit the monster? And
Hey man, it's your character. You can roleplay however you like. Yeah, go for it. Attack Drell.
Would that not also do damage to the monster because it's hitting through vines and stuff?
I don't know.
well, I got a good AC, so you better fucking roll high, bro.
Go ahead, roll the attack Drell with advantage.
I'm just saying, that's really logical.
It would be, right?
Oh shit!
What'd you get?
I got a nat 20.
Go ahead and crit on Drell for me, please. Go ahead and crit on Drell for me.
Okay, before I do, I tell Drell, hold on. I'm gonna get you out, buddy.
Drell, how much health do you have?
What are you doing?
Can we just clarify before this happens? We are shooting through the mound. Does this not do the same amount of damage to the mound? It just also hits Drell?
Oh, this is fucking great.
I didn't think I would be answering this question today. I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, fuck it. Sure. Why not? It
Yes.
also, whatever damage you do to the mound, you also do to Drell.
Oh boy.
See, it all works out.
Drell, how much health do you have, by the way?
From the second wind, I'm full HP.
Go at it.
11.
All right.
That's plus your
Yeah,
modifiers.
that's plus my modifier. Yeah.
And that's double the dice.
That is. So I rolled a 6, 2, plus 3.
Sick. You do 11 damage to the shambling mound. You do 11 damage to Drell.
Knocks him 10 feet.
Drell gets pushed back 10 feet outside of the mound, stumbles onto the floor. The mound gets pushed back 10 feet over Drell. Drell, give me a dexterity check of a DC 14 as you are
This
not
is exactly
prone.
why I was so confused on what the fuck you were doing.
As you're knocked prone to see if you can get out of the way.
Sorry, so it's a strength check, right?
No, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dex. Saving throw? Okay, it's a 13.
The mound falls back on top of you.
God damn it, dude.
And you are back.
What are your saving throws as a fighter?
Constitution and strength.
Rip.
That's so fucking great.
For a second, we see him fly out.
It's so great. Yeah, I just got back up to full HP and you hit me for 11 points. It's great. Great, dude.
Hey, you know
The
what?
idea was great, though.
Great fucking
In
strategy.
Armos's mind, he at least got a breath in between there, and he thinks that he did well.
Let me paint this picture real quick. Armos charges up an Eldritch Blast, attacks Drell's outline, pushes him out, but because it has to go through the shambling mound, it hits the shambling mound, knocks Drell 10 feet out into the air onto the floor, then proceeds to knock the shambling mound also 10 feet and onto the floor back onto Drell.
Fuck.
You forgot the part where Armos is pleased with what he did.
What does Drell say before, like, as he comes out,
He's
before he
gotta have-
goes back on?
He's like, yes.
Well, I feel like
No.
I feel like he's like climbing his way out of this fucking beast, right? He finally thinks he is fucking some hope, and then he just sees Armos like wind up his fucking Eldritch Blast, and he's like, what the fuck is about to happen? And then boom, he gets hit, and then just flies backwards.
All right.
Did not go as planned, but
Drell,
No, I think it went as expected, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it might not have gone as planned, but it went as fucking expected.
All right.
so Drell gets hit with this magnificent purple bolt of energy, critted, by the way. It is now Minus's turn. Minus, what are you doing?
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna use my javelin to attack it. Let's do that. Holy crap! That was
hey,
amazing.
if you throw a drill,
Yep.
it's 2 for 1.
Oh, true. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna throw it at Drell. No.
I'm helping.
Jesus.
Drell just gives up and becomes absorbed by the fucking.
15.
15 hits?
Oh, thank God. All right, so my javelin. Let's go. I haven't hit with this thing in a bit.
Careful, it's got piercing.
Oh yeah, true.
15 doesn't hit me, so.
Oh, that'll be an interesting mechanic, right? Whatever you roll also counts for his AC as well. So now you have to hit between two numbers.
6 damage.
6 damage.
Great.
Sick. So you threw the javelin at the shambling mound,
Yeah.
the thing that's eating everything in its path.
Yeah.
Okay, so the javelin is now inside the shambling mound.
I don't want to get near it, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, no, I get it.
I imagine like the javelin just comes flying into the beast and it just hits like right next to Drell's head. And he's like, what the fuck is happening out there?
Oh, sorry, Drell. I won't do that next time.
It is now Kara's turn. Kara looks in disbelief at what just happened. She looks at Armos and looks at Duck Norris. Duck Norris and Kara just kind of shrug at each other. She knocks another arrow as Duck Norris gets ready to defend Kara. She rolled an 8, so she knocks an arrow, shoots it. It just whizzes by. You see her take a bonus action to kind of take out a different bow. Now that this thing has some distance between them, she takes out a long bow. She's going to use that as her bonus action. So now it's going to go to the monster's turn. So now, oh man, I didn't expect to be here. So the monster is going to use its movement to get up, okay? But rather than like getting up like how a normal person would, this thing just kind of shapes as if it was standing again rather than picking itself up, right? So this thing morphs back into standing position, able to take about 5 feet. He's going to try to engulf Drell. But Drell, go ahead and make me a DC saving throw with advantage.
A DC saving.
A DC saving throw, a Constitution saving throw with advantage of a DC 14. Excuse me.
DC saving throw. Roll one more.
Advantage. I like how he's got all these dice, and he's like advantage, and he rolls 1 dice twice.
Oh, I like the way the metal dice feels. That's why I was rolling that. But I got a 9 and a 6. I got 13.
13. This thing engulfs you. You're going to take... Yep.
We need to kill this thing.
I think it might... Oh, another 8 points of damage as this thing wraps its vines around you
6.
and pierces your skin again.
All right, give Drell another Eldritch Blast real
Yep.
quick.
6.
Time to finish him off.
Sorry, you said 8 points?
Correct. 8 points of damage. So now it's your turn again. And now that you're bound again, I'm going to need you to make me another strength check here.
All right.
Add your strength modifier and proficiency,
Oh my
please.
god, I'm rolling like fucking shit right now, dude. That's a 15.
That passes. Just barely. So you're able to get free again, and you can probably make another attack now.
Swing that thing, buddy.
Cool. All right. Well, first, I'm gonna try to swing. Actually, first, I'm gonna yell out if anyone can hear me. Don't fucking hit me with another blast, please.
Yeah, sounds good, buddy. Won't do it again.
And then I'm gonna swing my the sword and try to escape.
The shambling mound mimic.
That was awesome, though, Armos. That was awesome. That was a great idea. I love that idea, Armos.
Yeah, I was gonna say Drell was just yelling it, even though you probably expected nothing. That's a 25.
Yeah, makes this count a little harder. Yeah, I hit.
I was gonna say it hit last time.
Well, definitely
Wait,
it's because
roll again, just to see if you crit.
Yeah, because you have advantage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
As well, right?
Oh, I got 19 again.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, rolling
So
like crap.
25. And what's the damage? They're 2d8s
It's 2d8s plus 1.
plus 1.
You said 2 last time.
I did 2d8s plus 1.
Plus 2. No, you said plus 2.
No, he
No,
said
it's
plus.
plus
He
one.
said plus 1.
I'm kidding.
You motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no, he did say plus 2. That's an 11.
Another 11 points of damage.
Yep.
Nice. You swing this sword again, and you do another 11 points of damage, and this thing moves to the opposite direction again. You know that because you're attacking inside of it, that this is why it's getting thrown off balance. Its inside is clearly not as strong as it is on the outside, so you're kind of fucking it up from the inside out. Next turn, if you're still free, you can make an attempt to break out of this thing.
Okay.
So the goal here is to not get engulfed.
Okay.
If you get engulfed, then you need to make a strength check to break free to see if you can attack. If it lands on your turn and you're not engulfed, you can then make a strength check to break out.
If I get engulfed again, I don't think I'll be, conscious. So
How much
that.
HP do you have? Actually, don't tell me. It's more fun this way.
I was not gonna tell you, but
It's more fun this way. Armos, what are you doing?
After seeing my buddy do another swing, I feel like he's making some headway. I heard the abomination do some kind of bubbling effects. I don't know what that was.
Where's
but-
Ghibli, by the way?
Ghibli's on me.
Oh, Ghibli's been on your back this entire time?
I don't know. We've been hanging out.
Oh, he's been hanging out, conveniently not being able to make a disadvantage on your attack rolls. No, it's cool. I see how it is.
He's tiny. All right.
Oh, he's tiny. Interesting.
I also wasn't thinking about it.
hey, he's also not been taking a turn. So
Yeah, Ghibli has turns too.
Ghibli does not have turns.
Yeah, you said he's got a staff.
No, you guys took it.
Oh yeah, I took it.
That's true. Armos has it.
Whatever little power this thing may have had is gone now.
No, I feel like Minus definitely would have been like, all right, step back. I'll protect you.
He's kind of hugging your backpack up against the tree right now. He's like, his little wet teeth are chattering. Like,
don't worry, Ghibli. I'll protect you.
can you find my mom again?
Working on it.
Armos, as it's your turn, you see a dead Koatoa woman just being shuffled about inside of the...
Nice.
I'm going to do an investigation check. See if I see that. I do not. That was a 4.
Oh, you definitely see that. Well, you see that.
a 4?
What? Roll aside. You see if it can...
Yeah, with a 4, you actually see she's wearing a button of like the Little League baseball thing, and it's a photo of Ghibli in a baseball hat. Like, so you definitely know it's his mom.
Oh my god, that's great.
There's just tears going down Minus' face. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, Armos, go for it.
I'm gonna blast it. Eldritch blast from where I'm at.
Are you hitting Drell?
You know what? After seeing Drell, swing the sword again, it looks like he's doing all right in there. So I think whatever I did really helped him, bust him free. And it looks like he's making
You're
his way.
inspiring him.
Yeah.
Hit him again.
So yeah, I'm just gonna roll. I still have advantage.
Yes. Yeah, he's had his
I'll
very
wind
far.
up an Eldritch blast, and it is. Oh, I gotta. It's not 20. I don't get to roll 2 dice. 8.
Oh, it's
8
good, though.
points. Knock him back by 10 feet.
Drell is not engulfed at the moment. You see him just on the outskirts of his body, like just outside his body. His face is peeking through, like maybe one of his one of his elbows, and his like face is on the outside, and you can see him peek through. Drell, you can communicate with your team right now if you want.
I think he's still kind of just fucking shocked by what the fuck just happened, and he's more focused on getting the fuck out because he's definitely hurting. So,
you guys ever see Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
Leaving the rhinos. Okay. So Drell's face is poking through the shambling mound, and like one of his arms and maybe leg as the shambling mound gets pushed back. Drell is now on the surface of the shambling mound.
I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Oh.
I'm gonna have my good old companion to run up there and give him a nice hug of fire damage. Even though it's raining.
I'm sorry, what? You want me to do what?
Go over there. Hug that thing.
Me, Reginald,
Yes.
Tiny Bunny,
Yep.
giant plant thing.
Oh, he's scared. No, I've seen this
I
before.
ain't
He's scared.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I'll do it. I think it's dumb, but I'll do it because I'm compelled to.
So you see Reginald hop off your shoulder, run up, hugs the shambling mound for some fucking reason, and does a hellish rebuke onto the shambling mound. What's the DC on that? 13. All right. The DC 13 makes a 10 plus -1. This thing gets a 9. It fails. Go ahead and roll for damage.
13.
Big damage.
Reginald goes up in a blaze of glory to do damage to it. It takes the fire damage. However, it does not stop moving. And what you think that the leaves would burn up, they do not. Reginald is engulfed into the shambling mound, grabs onto Drell's breastplate.
Oh, hey, how's it going, Drell? How you doing, bud?
welcome to the party, bud. Welcome to the fucking party.
Wow, this looks great. He's like kicking away branches that's trying to grab at him.
You can thank your friend for putting me in here.
Yeah, who do you think hit me with an electric blast?
Oh, that was definitely him. That was definitely him, bud.
All right, it is Minus's turn. Minus.
Okay, so I move there. I just move forward a little bit. Like, Drell, we're gonna get you, buddy. And I'm gonna use one of my little swarm guys as a bullet.
You could get me too. Can you get me too?
Listen, I'm working on it. I can only do so much at once. And I'm gonna roll a hit with my sling with one of my guys in it.
Oh, are you using Sid?
Yeah, I'm using Sid. So that is 21 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's gonna be 8 damage. I pick up one of the little guys. I'm like, all right, buddy, now's your time to shine.
Kara goes. Kara takes out. I'm sorry. As this
Thank you.
as this sprite gets launched towards the shambling mound, dealing 8 points of damage, and then immediately gets absorbed into the shambling mound because it is also a piece of nature, and you hear little screams of this. As it gets absorbed into the
Kick
shambling
its
mound.
ass from the inside, buddy.
Joe, from your point of view, as you look inside, you just see this little monster get completely disintegrated into the monster painfully.
Oh, fuck.
It is going up to Kara's turn. After that attack, this thing is looking a bit fatigued, as it looks like what was tight foliage morphing now looks loose. There's branches and like rocks falling off of it. It looks like it's having trouble holding itself together. Kara's gonna go ahead and knock a arrow with her longbow. Just misses with the longbow, unfortunately. She's whiffing hard today.
Even with advantage, damn.
Yeah. Oh, advantage. My bad.
Oh?
Oh, 16. Yeah.
Hey,
there we go.
look at that.
Look at that. All right.
I think I said something.
You said something. Deals 5 points of damage as a 5 plus 3. 8 points of damage as an arrow comes whizzing right in between Reginald and Drell. Yeah, this thing is having a hard time holding itself together. The monster is going to desperately try to engulf Drell. Drell, go ahead and make me a saving throw, a Constitution saving throw with advantage, please.
Oh, God, that's an 11. Oh, okay, that's a 16.
Hey, DC 14's harder than I thought it was.
At least for me.
Yeah, so you are not engulfed, and next turn you can make an attempt to break out. Drell, it is your turn. You got Reginald holding on to you for dear life.
Few things. One, so you said it looks like damage is done more from the inside than the outside?
You know that you've been affecting it while attacking from the inside, swinging this giant sword around.
Sorry, this is actually gonna take a second. I wasn't prepared for this. I thought I was gonna fail and die.
He wasn't prepared to play today. He set up like a couple things to do after he died. This is so funny because he probably would have been out a long time ago if it wasn't for Armos.
I don't know what you mean.
It's a good idea.
Our plan is working.
It's a fun idea.
It's going so good.
So yeah, I'll probably just try to use the sword and just like keep hacking at it, and then like make the opening even bigger, and then that way I can just hop out.
Go ahead and roll to hit with advantage.
That's 20 on that, and that is
Taking the 20.
yeah, I'm taking the not nat 20. There you go.
Yeah, roll. You hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, okay, shit. That's gonna be 13 damage.
Ooh, 13 damage. Hold on. You go to attack as you bust out of this shambling mound with this attack. You do like a cool. How do you break out of this shambling mound as you go to attack him?
Well, what I do is, first off, I look at Reginald and be like, when we get out of here, we're both gonna fuck up Armos.
Oh, yeah, we are.
And
Hell yes. Hell yes.
And then I just start fucking going crazy, kind of like I did at the camp when my boys were tied up, but this time I have a huge fucking sword, and I just start fucking going at it, and I just chop every single branch in front of me.
As you chop away, you swing at this thing and you make a big enough hole that you and Reginald are able to get out of the shambling mound. You turn around and you see this thing falling apart as the damage you just did to it really fucked it up. It looks like it's just using it, whatever energy it has left, to stay its form that it's trying to maintain, but still also trying to move forward at the same time. In one hand, you have your great axe, and in your offhand, you have this giant great sword. This thing is massive. Rather than it being a blade, it looks like a giant. It looks like this giant butcher-like blade was carved from stone and put together with monster parts. Along the sides of the blade, the unsharp side is all like this scaly monster skin. Along the spine of the blade are 3 giant monster-like spikes. Given the consistency of the spikes, they all look like they're from different monsters. And at the bottom of the spine of the blade, there's like a cutaway hole where it looks like you could probably, if you were holding the sword with one hand, you could sling it over your shoulder. This thing is about 8 feet tall. This thing is fucking massive. It is also very wide. This thing looks like it's meant to kill giants. And matter of fact, this is a giant slayer greatsword.
Oh, baby.
So after making this escape, you are now looking at this shambling mound that's inching towards you with its last life. How do you want to finish it?
I kind of want to use the spikes on the back.
Yeah.
Can I just like reverse the sword and just like try to just swipe out from below it, like using the spikes to like try to just rip it off its,
Absolutely.
like, you know, just rip it out from underneath itself?
Yeah, so you flip the blade around, you kind of sweep it with the spikes of it, just trying to rip whatever it's trying to stand on, and then you proceed to bash it over the whatever it is, this ball of foliage, into its little pieces until it stops moving. In front of you is just a carcass of a shambling mound, which is all rotted branches and leaves and twigs and whatever what was inside of it, all these koatoas and bones or whatever it ate. You see a bunch of dead fish carcasses. You see a bunch of moss that was holding it together because of everything it was eating inside of the lake, just laid out before you. We are now out of combat.
Ooh. Drill takes a huge sigh of relief as he's bleeding.
I genuinely thought Drill might die this episode.
You know, you got a little limpy there. So real quick, I guess now we're out of combat. Drell's gonna walk right past Menace. He's gonna say, "Hey, Menace, just give me a sec." And he's gonna walk up and he's gonna grapple Armos to the ground.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm like looking for my javelin.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat 1, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
I the one time I rolled that one, I was gonna fucking yoink a fucking health potion off his ass and fucking drink it, but I guess not.
How
Does he have
Armos,
advantage because he's mad? I don't know.
Armos, how are you evading is grapple.
Oh man.
Wait, roll your contested check. Maybe he also gets a 1.
What did you roll?
It's advantage because he's still on fairy fire.
Oh, is he?
So do I add proficiency? Oh yeah, advantage? Question mark.
Well, 1 is no, you don't have advantage.
Well, technically it's a 5.
Technically, 1 is an automatic failure.
I pick up my javelin. Is there anything else like in this thing of interest? Can I do an investigation check?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's 14.
14. I'm gonna roll a D100. Let's see what comes up.
Question: should we as a group investigate?
Yeah, I was gonna try to see if there was anything like any blood shards or anything like that, because if Gibby had like a little wooden stick with a blood shard and this thing eats a lot of those Koatoas, I want to see if there's
Yeah, all right.
if it like eats anything else.
But doesn't it make sense if we all roll and then we each could see? Oh, hey, maybe.
If everybody's going to make an investigation check, I'm going to set a DC that all 3 of your combined rolls have to clear.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
you just add all your numbers together. So we'll re-roll that, and I'll make the DC 20 if you find something. 25 or higher, you'll find a blood shard, and 30 or higher, you find a magic item.
Okay.
All right. Well, now I got a 20.
Well, I got a 4.
This is an investigation check.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got 9.
32.
32.
33.
Wow. I just now realized that DC may have been kind of low for what I just promised. So you're looking around this thing. Ghibli even like walks over. Ghibli finds his mother, kneels down and sees that she's been drained of all of her life and just kind of skin and bones at this point, and she's kind of having a moment for himself, and he's weeping in the corner and you find a blood shard.
He's crying, and you find a blood shard.
You find in the mess, you find 2 blood shards that the Shambling Mountain has eaten. And I promise you guys a magic item. Let's see what you guys find. This is going to be totally random. I'm not even going to... Oh, man, this should be good. Oh, man.
Is this a D4 kind of roll? Big D4?
Oh, let's bring out the good old DMG, shall we? Woo! Hold on. You guys have to roll a D100 for this. Let me bring it up the magic table. Hold on. This is exciting stuff. What are you going to find instead of a giant greatsword that just saved Drell? For a DM, I don't think I read this book enough. Somebody roll me a D100.
It has to be Dan.
You want me to use the big boy?
Yeah, why not? A little fit in that little hole. Oh, this is getting really professional.
No, it will not. Ready? Look.
For those listening, he has a dice tower. I can't see shit. What is it?
56.
A 56. Roll me 3d6, please, and tell me what that number is. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll me percentile dice. I'm sorry. Roll me another D100. I fucked that up.
I rolled a 78.
With a 78, you get the dust of sneezing and choking. It is you find a bag of powder.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. Bag of powder, dude.
Give it okay, so you find a bag of dust and powder. You go to look at it. It's pretty hefty. Upon examining it, Armos, you know that this is a magical powder. Mainly could be used in alchemy, but it is, you could probably also throw it at somebody like pocket sand. It is the powder of dust and sneezing and coughing.
I pick up my javelin. I cry about my little buddy. I can't find him. I hand Armos. I'm like, I hand Armos the bag. I'm like, I don't know what this is, Armos, but take a look here. And I look at Drell and say, Drell, hold on to these blood shards. Last time Armos had these, didn't go so well. Hold on to these.
Yeah, I definitely grab them and put them in
Dang
my
it,
pocket.
I got to take them out of my inventory again. I already put them on my inventory.
Oh, you already put them on your inventory?
Oh, interesting.
Armos is like, I'll take these.
Yoink.
And then I go over to console Ghibli.
Right before we get to Ghibli, Armos, you take the powder, you identify it, you take a minute to really examine it, and you know that this is dust of sneezing and choking. And its stats are, you can use it as an action to throw a handful of dust into the air. You and a creature that needs to breathe within 30 feet must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become unable to breathe, sneezing uncontrollably. A creature affected in this way is incapacitated and suffocating. As long as it is conscious, a creature can repeat the saving throw until the end of its turns. So anything affected by this within 30 feet is sneezing and choking and is considered suffocating.
I take one whiff of it. I start sneezing and coughing, and I give it to Drell. I'm like, you'll use
roll
this.
me a DC 15.
You'll use this.
Say that.
Oh, yeah, roll
more.
a DC.
Roll me a DC 15 real quick. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to go through this.
I was gonna say maybe I should keep it because I have really good constitution.
You definitely should. Well, but he's gonna be up close, you know.
Well, maybe you shouldn't. I know, rule of thumb, maybe not be in the area of sneezing and coughing and
But
suffocation.
it's you.
I mean, you have to be.
It's you and a creature.
Yeah, it says throw it in the air,
when
so you have to be.
throw it. No, fine. Yeah,
It
do
says
whatever
throw it
you
into the air.
want.
You and a creature, yeah.
Yep. There's no other creative ways around that. I get an N95 mask and I put it into tiny pouches and.
I mean, I feel like we could homebrew it right now. We could say like if you throw it, it's one use and it doesn't hit you, but if you toss it up and it affects you, you get a couple uses, right?
Yes.
How many uses do we say? Should we just roll like a d6? See how much powders?
Yeah, roll me a D6. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Four uses.
Cool.
We got 4 uses of powder if we throw it up in the air and not as one bag.
Yeah. Hey, you want to be DM too? You want me to give you the book?
Oh, that'd be great, yeah.
Yeah, here you go. You want to be DM?
Yeah, hand it over.
I'll play minutes. All right.
Sick.
Fucking schmuck.
It was a suggestion. It
No,
wasn't.
it's cool. How is it in the back seat, by the way?
Should I roll should I roll D100? You want how many tries we get?
Oh, sick. Yeah, let's do another.
How is it in the back seat? Fucking asshole.
I take the bag, and then before any of that, we'll say that just happens later. But I'm consoling Ghibli.
It's me, ma'am. He's kind of like crouched down. He's his little fit hands are covering his eyes, and it's me, ma'am. All my life. Crying. What are you doing?
First thing, I just put my hand on his bag.
It's very wet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really care though.
All right, you consoling him. He goes, "What am I going to do? You ever lose your mom?" He looks up at you with his big fish eyes.
I haven't lost my mom, but I did just lose a friend of mine, and I'm thinking about my little rock guy. But I just say, I know how you... I don't say that, I just say, I know how you feel. I've lost a friend really close to me before.
You hear screams of Sid's offspring in the distance.
Yeah. And creatures of the past, but that's for another time.
It starts to rain a little heavier, and you don't see him moving, really. Are you leaving him there? Or are you going to try to nudge him along? What are you going to do?
I know this is a sad moment, but she would want you to move on and grow stronger. Would you like to come with us and help fight the people that are ruining your life?
Ghibli looks up to you, looks back down, and kind of wipes away a tear. And your words touch him a little bit, and he gets up. He shakes his head, and he quietly turns to walk with you, taking one last glance at his dried out mother.
Is there still something left, like a memento or something from his mom?
Like the
button.
Little League? Yeah, the
The
Little League button.
card.
A picture of his
Yeah,
own
is there like a
face.
little, like a locket or anything? Is there anything left?
Maybe a fish scale that's still around.
Yeah, let me just. No, I'm gonna say there's nothing really on them because they're kind of naked fish people with just like
Okay.
leaves covering their yahoos. You know, he turns and he starts walking. He picks up his little dainty stick and continues to walk. And
Well, Armos has it. Armos, do you give it back?
No.
you took the blood shard off.
I do have a red gem that I could give to him as a memento. Maybe I should do that.
Wait, you're gonna give him the blood
No,
shard
no,
instead of the
no.
stick?
I have blood shards, but along our journey we found like this
You
red
took
gem.
the blood shard off, right?
Oh, yeah, actually, okay, yeah. Here's what we do. I ask Armos for the stick. I say, Armos, would you mind giving me that?
Yeah. And then I swap out the blood shard that used to be in it, and I have this red gem, and I put the
Well, I wanna hunt the shore for like a really nice stone or gem or shell or something.
oh, you're gonna do that instead.
Something that's like related to the the shore that the river sit bed where they're usually.
do that instead. Because I'm gonna keep this gem.
All right, yeah.
I do an investigation check to like.
You know what? Because this is a nice thing you're doing, I'll let you just. What do you want to do? We'll play that out, baby.
Okay, yeah, so I go along the shore and I'm hunting. There probably aren't any gems around, but I find one of those like really perfectly spiraled like conch shells that a crab has left.
Okay.
And I stick it on the top where the gem used to be, take a tiny bit of like twine and wrap it around and bring it over to Ghibli. I'm like, here you go, Ghibli. Do your mom proud.
Hold on. I think I got something else I'm gonna add. Let me make sure
Oh, what do we got?
The entire time this is happening, Drell is just sitting up against a tree trying to just tend to his own wounds. Because he is hurt right now, bro. He is struggling.
Okay. I have a spell. It's called Encode Thoughts.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna cast it and pull the image of his mom out of my head, and I can transform it into a glowing energy, which then he can reuse at any moment and see her in a kind of like a projection type of thing.
That's amazing.
So he has like at least an image of it, and I can give it to him. It's carried around like a ribbon, so he has this little ribbon.
Oh, that's attached to the stick? That's awesome.
Wow.
Like the little league button.
Wow, Armos. I'm honestly touched. Wow, that's like the nicest thing you've ever said.
That's so cool.
Ghibli looks at you and activates this ribbon real quick and sees his mom, and he smiles and he cries little tears of joy, and you guys continue on your way. Kara looks at you and looks at Armos. She goes, wow, that's actually like really nice.
Don't get used to it.
It wasn't too long ago where he was about to commit genocide on these things. Let's all remember. What time is it, by the way?
It is becoming very dark out.
Hey, do we have time to get to this place, or should we be making camp?
We are making camp. We are not moving. Executive decision, we are not leaving.
Blood coming like out of a cut on your side.
Yeah.
We're not too far away, but if you guys want to take a rest, now's probably the time to do it before we get too close.
We are taking a rest. Thank you, Kara.
All
Just to make nice with Drell, I'll take the first watch. He doesn't have to take the first watch.
You don't have to take any watches, Drell. We'll all take turns. You just rest.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
By the way, Reginald, badass hug back there. That was badass.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. He goes, hold on one second. He jumps off of Drell's breastplate, crawls back up to Armos's shoulder. He gives a light slap. He goes, schmuck. Make me go hug that thing, asshole. Okay, so you guys are gonna go ahead and make camp. So just explain to me how you're gonna do your camp setup real quick. Depending on how good it is, we'll just say you guys don't have it accounted for the night. You guys are good to go for the next 8 hours.
I'll set up like some traps around the perimeter. I'll do that.
Okay.
We need to make a fire.
Yeah, this thing was made of just like brush and like wood and shit, right?
Complete nature, yeah. So in your kit, you guys definitely have like tents and something like that. Kara definitely gives you a help action to make something really nice and cozy a little bit.
I have my 2-person tent that I can like set up and just kind of use as like cover so people not just myself but other people can like get under it.
Okay.
Do I have to make a check on the traps or no?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Hey, Armos, you want to help me with the traps real quick?
No.
All right, no advantage for me.
No, I will. Yeah.
Thank God. That's an 18.
Sick. Okay, yeah. Oh, with 18, you guys are pretty tight. You guys are pretty secure.
No.
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So you guys find somewhere off to the side, like a little cave over, like a little cave that kind of covers you a little part of the way.
I had one more thing I wanted to do before we went to bed. Well, I wanted to see where Ghibli was.
He kind of snuggled up next to Armos a little bit, and when he was on watch, Ghibli was also on watch. The gift he gave him kind of really warmed up to him.
He's gonna walk over to Ghibli and he's gonna kind of kneel down to him and just say, so I've lost both of my parents when I was younger, so I know what it feels like to lose your mom. Just try to be the best person that you think she'd want you to be, and that always helps me get through. And he walks back over and he sits back down and he passes out.
He, while you were talking to him, he looks up at you with his big old fish eyes. He blinks one eye at a time. He sniffles up a little bit and goes, I will, Drell. Thank you. Thank you very much. And he cries into your arm a little bit before you go back to your seat.
Drell already got up. He's like, before he could cry.
He goes to reach over and sees that you've already gone. And
I'm over on the side. I'm just like, my dad's just a dick.
That's funny. My dad was your fish.
We laugh for like the first time today.
Kara gets you guys up at first sight of dawn. It goes, we're not too far. We're not too far from the temple now. So the river that you're following, like all the other rivers you've seen, the more you travel, the darker, murkier the water gets. It gets more and more gross as you go. Ghibli's having a good time. He's kind of like splashing in it as you guys are walking along. Like,
that looks fun. Splish, splash, splish, splash. I'm splashing too.
You smell really bad. So you guys are walking across. The sounds of the forest that you were hearing start to fade, like crickets, bugs, animals, the brushing of trees, but the sounds start to fade to just flowing water. That the closer you're getting, the less and less wildlife sounds you stop hearing. And it's a little weird because it is morning where the birds should be chirping, leaves should be blowing in the wind. You guys walk through a final set of trees, and it opens to a bit of a clearing, and you see all these large rivers. Before you, one of the many rivers leads to this giant temple. The trees bend around all the rivers as it leads up to this temple. There's large vines and foliage wrapping around the temple, with many waterfalls coming from holes in the temple, through trees, surrounding its base like a moat, and then flowing into the forest in every direction. All the rivers, you can tell that this is the main source of water in the forest. In the middle of the temple, at its peak, is a giant tree that bursts out the top and breaks the forest line and towers over all the other trees in the forest. When you guys first started the journey around the forest and you saw a massive tree from the watchtower, this is that tree. The water that's flowing out is very dirty, very green, murky. The vines that wrap around all the trees are also a dark green with like some bright green tint in it. These do not look like normal vines. These look more corrupted than anything. The trees around you are dead, but they still have leaves in them as if they're actively dying. And the main tree actually looks more ghostly pale than the other ones all around it, as if the main tree itself is dying. From your perspective, as the river you're standing next to, looking up, you see a staircase that looks like it goes up to a platform. And on that platform, you see a small opening with a bunch of vines that kind of cascade around it and go into the cave. This is the Riverwood Temple. This is the shrine of the Blittle Bloop. Gibby goes, the Blittle Bloop, and raises his hands up in the air. The altar room is just beyond that entrance right over there.
I mean, we definitely thank Kara for taking us here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell her to go fuck herself. I mean, entirely up to you.
True.
It did something really nice for you.
Thanks for bringing us. This is a big ask, but would you mind bringing Ghibli back and keeping him safe? I don't want him joining us here.
Why not? But you say I should get revenge for my mother? Carol looks at you. She goes, I should probably not join you, because if something were to happen to me inside, then the rest of the forest would probably be doomed.
Yeah. Gibby's all the way down here with Armos, so I'll give everyone else at, normal length, except for Drell. Drell's way up there, but an eye shot just saying, hey, by the way, obviously Gibby's not going to cast some crazy spell that's going to save the day, so
His stick.
let's get this little guy out of here.
He's an NPC.
Whoa.
Sorry.
You just broke the wall, man. Come on.
Yeah, the wall.
My
the wall.
immersion.
Press B to jump.
But let's be real. If we fail in there, it's the force is pretty much doomed anyways. Am I right?
She looks at you and she goes, well, I'm the one that has to protect Melora's grotto. She's chosen me for that job, and I can't turn my back on her. We cannot thank you enough for helping us out in this time.
Can I really quick just talk to Ghibli before he leaves?
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of, not kneel down, but, bend down. I'm like, Ghibli, I'm sending you off with Kara because you need to train and get big and strong. So next time we see you, we'll be able to take on anything that life throws at you, okay? Does that sound good?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I don't think I have persuasion, to be honest. Yeah, it's just a 17.
Ooh, wow, that's awesome because it passed. Gibby looks up at you, blinks one at a time, makes gross sounds when it does it, and he's like, I think I will. Thank you so much for helping me and saving my life. I was saving this for when we needed it inside, but I guess we'll just give it to you now. So this naked little fish boy wearing nothing but maybe a leaf that's kind of covering his rondo, he reaches down, he hears some wet fish noises. He pulls out, you hear a pop, and he holds between his two fins, he pulls out a little sphere of water. It's a very small glass jar, and it looks like it has some clear blue water inside of it. It looks like it's swirling a little bit. This is a drop of the forest. I want you to have it.
Wow. Thank you. What does this do? What am I supposed to do with this?
It's it makes you feel really good when you drink it. You know, you can get a few sips out of it. If you're not feeling well, you feel really sick or hurt, you take a sip of this bad boy and you're all back to full strength.
All right. Thank you.
It was told that it came from the tree before whatever happened here.
And I get one use out of this, so I got to use it wisely, right, Ghibli?
It has 4 uses.
Wow. Okay. What does Ghibli say to tell me that?
It has 4 uses.
Awesome.
You can take a few sips out of it. I don't know if you noticed a little bit missing because, we kind of drank some of it back at the lake over there to feel good.
Oh.
Yeah. But we drink that and then we feel really good. It's like we had a full night's rest.
Glad you told me because I was about to just drink the full thing next time I needed it.
No, definitely. This is like super magical blessed water from the Blittle Bloop herself. All praise to the Blittle Bloop.
Lovely. Well, Ghibli, next time we see you, you better be big and strong, okay?
Oh, I will, I promise. Hey, I know the Blittle Bloop has been around in a while. If you happen to see her in there, or maybe can talk to her, you tell her that I can't wait for her to come down and rule the world and recreate it in her fishy image.
Of course I can.
Oh, you're your best.
Rule the world?
I really like you guys. Okay, thank you so much. Armor, thank you for letting me see my mother every day for the rest of my life. Thank you. And he walks back over to Kara and
as he's walking away, I'm just still looking at them and waving, but whispering to Drell we need to make sure that never happens.
I don't think it will.
Good. We're on the same page. Okay.
Kara looks at everybody and goes, "Good luck in there."
You too. I mean, thanks.
Me too. Yeah.
When people awkwardly are like, "You too."
She now joins the adventure.
Yeah. And then we're like, "Good luck. Good luck protecting the forest." Yeah, you too. Me too. Now we gotta fucking just spend the rest of our time protecting the forest.
Kara looks at you and looks at Ghibli, gets ready to go, be like, "Thank you guys for everything. I hope you find what you're looking for in there."
I hand her a drawing that I actually made of Melora in my free time for my journal. I rip it out.
Give me a religious check.
Okay, that's a 2.
So she takes the drawing and you drew her as you saw her, right?
Yeah.
So she looks at it and she looks at the picture of the stag.
No, I drew the Minotaur version. With a 2, I feel like I drew the Minotaur version.
She takes the picture of the Minotaur, she looks at it, and you sees that you wrote Melora with a giant arrow pointed to it, and maybe a rough picture of you next to her.
And Sid.
She smiles and she goes, "I just thought more of her as a tiger, but thank you, I appreciate this." And she holds it out for a second and she turns around to walk away before she folds it and puts it in her pouch. What are you guys doing right now?
Drell, Armos, should I sneak ahead and kind of scout it out?
What is the game plan? Are we planning on going in here and just killing everybody, or are we planning on trying to see just what's going on? Because if those fish are here that captured us,
No, I think it's those snake things.
Well, but don't they come here to worship as well?
I don't know who's going to be here. All I know is they're probably not going to listen to us.
Just by looking around, you do not see any guards. You don't see any patrol or anything like that. For what you gathered, that this place is a shrine where the Kohoto has come to worship the Blittle Bloop. From what Kara's told you, that there's Mero that have kind of taken over this temple and are using the influence of the Blittle Bloop, saying that they're messengers of her to take advantage of the tribes to do what they want with.
Yeah, so I think I should stealth ahead and kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with before we go in guns swords ablazing. That is a 16.
Okay, so you travel up the stairs trying to be as stealthy as possible in broad daylight. And when you reach the top, it's not too high up, but you can tell the stairs all around you kind of lead to this one point. You are at from what it looks like, the base of the tree that wraps around this cave-like entrance made of stone. All the vines that are coming out of the walls and stuff wrap in and are leading into the cave entrance. The entrance of the temple resembles a cave made of stone. There are no doors, but the entranceway is covered with a shroud of darkness. Looking down, you don't see any breaks of light from the outside. It just, whatever light is on the outside quickly fades to darkness. The dead roots you see from the trees all branch along the walls and the entrance, and you feel cool, damp air when you approach it. You also get a foul stench when you sniff the air of the entrance. It looks like there's something that smells really bad on the other side of there. You can see about 30 feet in because it gets really dark really quick. There's no sunlight, there's no torchlight or anything. You can probably guess that this goes for about maybe 50 feet or so.
I guess I sneak up. Nobody's up here. I go back, let them know. Guys, I think if we want to go in, we just gotta go through this dark stuff. Nobody's really guarding the entrance, though. I don't know what's going on. Could be magic. I don't know.
And it's just dark up there? There's nothing to see?
Yeah, coming up. And I lead him up.
Grab his hand.
Yeah, come here.
So I do have dark vision.
With dark vision, you really can't see much. You just see that the branches and the roots extend as far as you can see. There's not magical darkness because you can see fine in there, and it just looks like it's a long tunnel.
Since it's so dark, I guess I'll lead on and we'll kind of sneak through.
I check for traps.
So you guys are walking down this passageway. Yeah, go ahead, check for traps. Give your perception check.
I don't like that he did that. Okay. With advantage. That's a 7.
You don't see any traps, especially in darkness, because are you guys lighting a torch or anything?
Yeah, I figure I'm lighting a lantern.
All right.
I was gonna say I have one. Yeah.
Sick. All right, so you guys are using lantern. Your dark vision goes to dim lighting now. The stone that was paved here to make an entranceway has clearly corroded over time. It's very broken up, so it's not like the best to walk on. You're hearing the snapping of branches that are coming out of the ground. At the other end of the tunnel, you see a bunch of roots that kind of cover your exit point. And past that exit point, you see some light breaking through, like there are torches lit on the other side.
Well, I guess like as we're sneaking, I want to see, are they stationary or does it look like they're like moving around?
Very intelligent question. They are not moving.
Cool. Yeah, I think we just sneak up to it. Just for the record, Drell has out his long sword.
You mean your giant sword?
Yeah, the giant slayer, not his axe.
Yeah, pull out my javelin.
Just for the record, my fingers are out of my pockets, ready to fuck shit up.
Drell puckers. Drell sees Armos's hands come out of his pockets and he just puckers right away.
He got a little taste of the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you know what it's like now.
I mean, it's not that bad by itself, but when you're being swallowed by a giant bush, it's,
Giant bush.
So as you approach the other end of this tunnel, there are a bunch of vines that block your way that you could probably push through. On the other side of these vines that block your way, you see some torchlight breaking through. You guys, although smell something really foul, like something died in here, you do not hear anything. You don't see any movement.
We hear zero things. It's complete silent.
Zero things.
We don't even hear the water running from outside.
Then I'm just gonna go ahead and like use my great sword to
I was about to say.
just slice these vines open.
So I'm not even gonna have you roll an attack because it's pretty easy. You just go ahead and chop the vines down, and it reveals a room to you made out of stone and wood and branches. The room is dimly lit with 2 torches in either corner to the left and right of you on the entranceway. The broken stone at your feet are uplifted by roots and worn down with a soft crunch at your feet. The walls are a combination of damaged stone with cave walls being shown and roots roots breaking through the walls. On the walls, you also see crude cave drawings, much like the ones you saw outside of like the little blue fish people, stick figures, and other maybe religious cave drawings that may have been painted on a long time ago. In the center of the room is an altar. Looks like a small sacrificial table. It is covered with old dry blood. The altar does not seem damaged in its place. It just looks a little uneven due to the floor. Scattered around the room are old bones and remnants of bones. The air feels musty, damp, with a foul stench lingering of decay. Behind the altar, from what you can see, fuck.
The audience can't see it right now, but Armos just wrote fuck with an arrow pointing to the altar.
Beyond the altar, you can see from the entrance is a giant circular stone that has a depression of a deity-like being, tall and slender, with the head of a squid. Around its feet are small stick figures of fish people bowing at the deity's feet. It looks very giant compared to the stick figures, and that is carved into the circular stone. The room is about 30 feet long, 20 feet wide, and the ceiling is about 15 feet high. What are you guys doing?
Hey Drell, you want to go check out that stuff over there? I'm gonna look over at the this skeleton.
Yeah, so I think what Drell's gonna do is he's gonna take out 2 more torches. He's just gonna light them and he's gonna throw them into the opposite corners of the room, just so it kind of like lights up.
The room is not so dark where you couldn't see the other end. The torches look like they're doing its job, lighting up the room as is. It is not a very big room, so you can kind of see everything from right where you're standing. The bones on the floor are like scattered. The only thing in this room that isn't destroyed or affected by nature is the altar ahead of you and the circular stone behind it.
Well, I guess they're not here. And Drell turns around and walks out. No, I'm just kidding. I want to go over to the large circular stone on the other side and just kind of look at it more in detail.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check when you look at the stone.
Fuck. What about like perception?
Not quite.
I'll look at the stone. I'm like really scared right now though. I mean, it's just like
I got a 2.
This is a large circular stone with a depression of a deity in it. Yep.
It's really smooth. I don't know how they got it so circular.
I got a 20.
A 20? Nice. So you're looking at the stone. The stone is up against the wall, but it is firmly up against the wall. When you look down at the bottom, you see some dragging marks that goes from left to right. So the dragging marks are on the left side of the stone. With a 20, you know that this thing moves to the left.
I don't know if Minis knows that. I think Minis goes, Drell, look at this weird art at the bottom here. There's some really experimental art they did from left to right.
Okay.
What do you make of this, Drell?
Well, it looks like this thing just slides from left to right. I think this is more of a door.
Yeah. That was a test you passed. Let's slide this thing.
Well, before that, is there anything on the altar itself, or is it just empty?
There's nothing on the altar, but there is a lot of dried blood.
It's just little blood.
The
little blood.
I see what you did there. The whole altar looks like a flat table with a strong, sturdy base that goes into the ground. It looks like it's leaning one way. It has a lot of dried blood on it. It looks like this has been used as a sacrificial table.
Does it smell fishy?
The whole room smells real bad, bud.
I'm gonna help Drell push this thing to the right.
Yeah, I'll try to just fucking push that bitch.
Give me a strength check.
That's a nat 20.
Woo. Fuck you. So
I have a feeling it probably wasn't gonna move.
So wait, with a nat 20, what are your buffs? What's your strength buffs?
So it's a +4 to strength, so 24.
Even with a nat 20, you are pushing with all
nat
your
20
might.
is auto succeed.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It does have a DC though. So with a 24, you can get this thing moving, but you cannot get it moving enough where you can clear or have it move from its spot. But you could definitely jostle it that you can confirm that this thing moves. Minus, you said you were helping him?
I was just gonna help him to get like advantage.
No, go ahead and give me a roll for a strength check if you want to help push. Okay. This thing's big enough for both of you to push.
14.
With your 14, you can push this thing and it starts to move very little. Although you're not seeing any type of opening just yet, this circular stone is actually giving you an insane amount of pushback. If Minis were to let go, this thing will fall back into place.
So what you're saying is you need good old Armos to come over there and offer his assistance. Is that what you're saying?
Armos, help us out.
No, I was thinking maybe we should look for like a lever or something in the room that might actually open this rather than us trying to force it open.
Oh, but we're so close. We're so close. Let's just get Armos to try one more time.
Can I just let go of it, or would it like fling minutes?
Oh, I just want to see Armos try.
It didn't go far enough for to fling him.
Okay. Well, I just thought it'd have so much resistance, it might definitely like knock him over or something.
I'm just like sliding. Like, all right, let's look around.
Yeah, I want to try to just, I guess, look around to see if there's anything that actually opens the door in the room.
I'll investigate the altar, I guess.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
That is a 14.
You notice that the altar is on a pressure plate. When you go to press down on the altar, as you're looking at it, it starts to sink slowly into the floor.
Yeah, I'll go stand on it.
All right, so you go to sit on it, and it starts to slowly drop down. After a couple of seconds, about a good 15 seconds have passed, you see that the stone behind the altar starts to move and starts to rotate to the left, showing a large stone staircase that spirals down.
I don't want to just get off this altar.
So there's boulders in the room, right? Can we just push those on this thing?
Yeah. Could we move the boulders to the altar to like try to keep the door open?
So you can certainly try.
Okay. That is a 15.
Yeah, so you're able to pick up these big rocks that are happening to be in the room. So these aren't necessarily boulders, although the map that I presented makes it look like that. These are actually just giant pieces of stone that are uplifted. But you can definitely pick up a couple of these slabs to place them on the altar, so the altar stays down and this door then stays open, because you noticed that when you got off of it, as the altar started to rise up again, the door started to slowly close.
I'm just picking up a bunch of small rocks to help him put them on.
Sure. You guys put a bunch of rocks on here to kind of hold it down. You see that the altar is being held, but with the big stones that you kind of get to hold it down with, looks like it's just coming up very slowly. It's not fully keeping the altar down, but with the stone being all the way to the left now, you have more than enough time to walk through it.
Is it dark, or are there torches like
Beyond the circle stone door reveals a dark spiral staircase that descends below. The staircase is walled all around and the steps descend into darkness. The only way to see around the steps is to walk down them.
Okay. Armos, you want to go first? Tell us what you see.
All right. I think we start to descend.
Yeah, Drill kind of puts his hand on one of the walls to like give him like a sense of like bearing as he's like ascending, since he can't really see.
So as you walk down the steps, a good couple minutes pass and you keep walking down. Another 5 minutes pass and you are still walking downwards. It gets colder, it gets damp. You start hearing dripping noises at the bottom, as if there's like some water. Like you start hearing some water activity again. You go deeper, you pass that noise. Now it sounds like the drip is coming from above you. You walk another solid 200 feet. You feel like you've traveled over 300 feet downwards at this point as you spend 15 minutes walking down cautiously. You start to hear some sounds of wind coming up from the bottom as you descend deeper and deeper. After about 20 minutes of walking, cautiously of course, you reach the bottom of the steps, and that last step, you feel water at your feet. The water rises up to just above your ankle.
Fuck.
Your feet are now covered in water, as on either side of you are now cave walls. They are no longer stone. There's a long, dark cave ahead of you. From beyond the point where you can see, even Armos' dark vision is just a long, dark tunnel.
I'm gonna pull out one of my other torches just to kind of help us see.
So if I look up, is it a high ceiling, or is it, can I reach my hand up and touch the ceiling type of thing? Like
No, you can't touch the ceiling from where you are. You can guess that's probably about like 10 feet. Yeah, if you really get on your toes, you could probably just touch the top of the cave.
So it's not like a 300-foot high cavern or anything?
No.
Okay.
When you look at the staircase, it looks like it just came, like a hole was carved, and that's where the staircase led out.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see the water moving, or if I see like anything like moving in the water?
Sure.
And that's only a 10.
You do not notice anything moving in the water other than your feet stepping into it. That's the only ripple you see.
I'd like to pick up a stone on the ground and just like throw a stone down the hallway.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
I mean, if we haven't alerted anything,
Yeah, give me a strength check to see.
might as well do it early, right?
Yeah, so that's a 20.
Nice. So you throw the pebble pretty far. After a couple seconds, you definitely hear it hit like a cave wall and like bounce around, and then you hear a splash in the water.
All right, well, let's go see what's at the other end.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Drell's being the brave one.
Oh, I was gonna go first, but if you want to, Drell, thanks.
So as you guys start to move, every one of these, player knowledge, every one of these squares is about 20 feet or so. So as you guys start moving forward, nothing really changes. It's just a long cave-like tunnel. So you guys walk about maybe another 50 feet and you notice the water starts to rise up a little bit. So now it's up to Armos's knees. It's up halfway to your knee, Drell. Minis, it's up to your waist because of how small you are.
We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, if it gets any deeper, I think Drell might talk to Minis about maybe just having him like hang on my back or something, so he's not like up to his chest or something. And but we'll see.
You guys keep walking and you notice that the walls are now coming closer and closer. So they were about 10 to 15 feet wide. They are now about 8 feet wide. You guys, it's getting a little cramped in here as you guys advance.
Is this water like the green water or is it clear?
It's like the green, disgusting water.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it seem like this is worse than does
No.
it seem like this might be the source, or
No,
this just is contaminated as well?
it's just as contaminated.
All right, well, I guess we're just trucking down.
Armos, I like the placement of your character.
Yeah. I love how Armos is clinging to the walls and me and Minis are just walking along.
As you guys advance in the cave, the walls definitely close in as it's starting to get tighter and tighter around you guys. The water has now risen higher. Minis, it's like up to your chest, where now you are considered treading water, or definitely in difficult terrain because you are almost underwater.
Yeah, I'm holding my like gear above my head.
Drell's gonna go, hey, Minis,
What?
You want to climb on my back or sit on my shoulder or something?
Yeah, I didn't want to ask, but that would be that'd be great. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Swallow my shame real quick. Climb up Drell.
So what I think might be best is like if you, I forget what it's called. It's not a piggyback ride, but it's like
I'm
when
on your shoulders,
You're
right?
sitting on my shoulders, so
Yeah.
then you can like still use your sling if like
Yeah, I'm
you
like
need to.
sitting on his shoulders.
Yeah.
You guys advance more and more into the cave, and the walls are getting tighter and tighter. It's about 6 feet wide at this point. The water is definitely up to Armos's chest now, as you guys are just going deeper and deeper into it. The sound of flowing water can be heard in the direction you're going. You don't feel like the tunnel is filling up with water because of how stagnant it is, but you believe that something is pouring out somewhere, and you're approaching the end of the tunnel, or at least getting closer to its destination, and the water is getting a bit higher.
Okay. Do we see any sort of light?
No, the only light you have is the torches that you're holding above your head.
Armos, do you think we should like tie a rope to each other, or? I mean, unfortunately, I can't carry both of you guys, but
I could swim if it gets too bad.
Reginald is on your shoulder, like he's going up to the top of your head. What is this stuff? Oh, it's water. You call this water? Or is it green? Oh, I hate this stuff. I hate this. He's trying to like reach for like Drell to try to get even higher than where he is. Hey, buddy, wanna give me a hand here? He's reaching out his little paw.
This shoulder's mine, Reginald. You have your
We were
own.
friends a minute ago. What happened?
We're still friends. You just good use of space here, okay?
man, I feel like I should be checking something here, but I just don't know what to do.
Everybody give me a perception check.
It's perfect.
I got a 3.
That's a 19. 20, technically.
13.
What was that, Minis?
I got a dirty 20.
You hear a drop into the water behind you. They go.
Guys, did you hear that?
No.
Something just fell
Okay.
behind us.
Was it a ploop or was it how big did it sound?
Turn me around.
Yeah.
So as soon as Minna says that, I look up and try to see, since I can see in dim whatever, that there's still a ceiling, that it's not moving, that there's, anything ridiculous going on?
You look behind you and you can see, because you know how when you tread water, it ripples out. You see in the distance ripples of something else behind you about 30 feet out. You're looking into the darkness now. Your dark vision kicks in, and you know how dark vision works. It's not like you could see details. You just see discolorations of stuff. So kind of like night vision.
So by the way, my dark vision is shades of gray.
Excuse me, shades of gray. My bad. In the distance, you see this not giant. You see this.
You wanted to say giant. I'm scared.
I wanted to say giant. In a distance from
It's not small.
it's a good size. In a distance from where this water is rippling out towards you, you see this mass of gray slowly coming towards you.
Guys,
It goes up against the walls and it kind of like fits perfectly between the walls as it comes towards you.
there's something behind us. It's big.
Yeah, no shit. I just said that. Drell, go, Drell, go.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna turn around and start going towards it, right? Because we want to get in shallower water.
What?
Or do we want to run?
Minute says fuck this and jumps
But
what direction?
away from it.
something fell into the water, this mass behind you from the way that you came.
Yeah, I think we push forward.
Okay, then let's just fucking try to book it, and I'll just run.
As this massive grayish blob thing drips into the water and appears in almost this line of view, and you guys start to book it, that is where we'll end this session.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Of course.
I knew something was gonna fucking happen.
Of course.
It wouldn't be D&D if it didn't.
Of course.
That's why I was like, I need to check. But didn't even matter.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to episode 17. Catch us next week for episode 18. Remember to check out the socials, the Discord, the Twitter, the Instagram, the TikToks for that funny, unique
We
content.
got a Discord. Come say hi.
Yes, join the Discord. You can find that link down below, whatever you're listening on. We chill, we hang out, we got people role playing, we share the memes, and you can holler at your boys.
We also have a Twitch channel.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, yes.
You forgot to shout us out. So, in case you haven't heard, we have a Twitch channel. We will be streaming some content on there. We're still finagling the details of what we're going to be streaming, but we will be coming at you with some
dope content.
Special guests.
Yes, we're talking special guests. We're talking good times with maybe some one-shots. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. Please go ahead and follow us on twitch.tv/DND404pod. And here we're just going to have everyone say goodbye. Heroes, go ahead and say goodbye. We'll get on to Humbrea's Heroes.
We'll see you next time.
Later.
All right, stay tuned for Humbrea's Heroes. And if you're interested in the after show where we talk about this episode, you can catch it on the Patreon. Now it's time to shout out Humbrea's Heroes. If you're interested in becoming Humbrea's Heroes yourself, go ahead and check out our Patreon. All the information will be there for you. First up, we got Man with Glass, the legendary glass blower of Humbrea. He wants me to tell you that he'll be in the town of Dillmore this weekend for the local glass convention. Should be a great time. He has his own booth set up too. You can look at some of his work. He also said, if any dragons ask where he is, don't tell them. Remember, snitches get stitches. Next, we have Pascal, wild magic artist of Humbrea. Last seen on the Isles of Kambuki, it's told that she was recently drawing a portrait of a ghost. It was a commissioned piece. Lastly, we have legendary bag weaver Joshua. Recently, he made me a bag of holding, which I thought was great at the time. The only problem is that there was a bagman inside. Now the bagman won't leave my house, and I gotta take him to court to dispute squatters' rights. Thank you for everyone that's sticking around listening to Humbrea's Heroes. We love you. See you next week. Bye.